There on the field, the pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beatsis is singing "Fight, Balls, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Just a little over 24 hours away from Tennessee going on the road to take on LSU. Big-time challenge for Josh Heupel in this football program. You know, they went on the road earlier in the year, beat a Pitt team that was ranked in the top 15 at the time. Then they got the monkey off their back with the big win over Florida. Now you're going on the road in the SEC. Hostile environment. I know it's probably a good thing that it's 11 a.m. local kick, but the bottom line is those LSU fans are going to show up, they're going to be rowdy, and they are going to be ready to go. Look, this is a game that going into the year, I pretty much chalked up as a loss. I was calling it a toss-up, but didn't really have that confidence. But the more I've looked at it, the more I broke down this matchup as the week has kind of progressed here, I'm starting to like the way this thing looks for Tennessee. Both teams coming off of 4-game winning streaks. LSU could very easily be 5-0. They had the mishap at the end of the game against Florida State where they had the extra point blocked. But this is a deal where LSU kind of comes out of the gate slow every single week. Now, they've rallied from behind. They've come from behind a few times. They did it against Mississippi State. Put it on them there down the stretch, 31-3 in the last 31 minutes. They also had 21 points unanswered against Auburn. They started 17-0, and then Ojulari goes and makes a play, and that kind of rallied LSU to come back in that game as well. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about a few things today that I'm looking at in this matchup that I like, and I think they lean towards the favor of the Vols. Also, what could cause Tennessee to slip up? Maybe you want to call it keys to the game, the matchup, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. We're going to talk about this Tennessee-LSU game. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy, it helps the channel. I would appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. Now, we're not experts, we're not insiders, we are fans just like you. For the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. We'll be live tomorrow, an hour before kickoff, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We're going to go live with a tailgate show, fan call-in show. You guys get to come on and talk about this game, and then we will be live immediately following the game. Within a matter of minutes after the game ends, come right here to the Talkin VAWLS Network. We'll get fired up and do the post-game show. Also, go check out Locked On Vols today. Made an appearance on there, talked to Eric Kane, kind of broke this game down. Always a good time hanging out with Eric. He's going to be back right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network Monday morning, the Monday morning show, 9 a.m. So be here for that. Let's talk a little bit about this Tennessee-LSU matchup. Tennessee favored by 3, according to Vegas, but you can see there the ESPN FPI has LSU 58.3% odds to beat Tennessee. Now, what do I like about this matchup? Again, as I mentioned at the top of the show, I like that LSU kind of stumbles out of the gates. And if they do that against Tennessee, the way Tennessee's offense is, I think they can score on any team in the country. I don't think anybody really wants to get into a shootout with Tennessee. But what I like about this is if anybody is going to blow somebody out, it's Tennessee. They're going to blow LSU out. I don't see LSU being able to pull away from Tennessee. I think they're always going to be in the fight. But if LSU comes out and they stumble out of the gate and Tennessee starts fast, this thing could get ugly in a hurry, and those LSU fans could be filing out. But we'll see how it plays out. LSU has shown to be resilient. They have shown to battle back and keep it tight as the game goes. So we'll see. We'll see. But when you talk about the offense of Tennessee versus the offense of LSU, these are some numbers I found from an ESPN article kind of previewing the game. It says here, Tennessee leads the SEC in 6 different offensive categories, with the Vols topping the nation, averaging 559.3 total yards, 365.8 yards passing, and scoring on all 22 trips inside the red zone. The Vols also have scored at least 30 points in an SEC best 7 straight games for the first time since 2016 and 2017. Now, let's go look at the other side of the ball. LSU, their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. Last week, LSU totaled 85 yards through the air at Auburn. 85 yards. And Brian Kelly is not too happy about the way Jaden Daniels, he seems a little gun-shy. I talked about this with Eric Kane over there on Locked On VAWLS. Jaden Daniels feels gun-shy. He feels scared. He doesn't seem to want to pull the trigger. Now, what is one way that Tennessee can really pull away and put a beating on anybody is if this defense forces some turnovers. And if you've got a quarterback in Jaden Daniels that is scared to throw the ball down the field, a couple of times last week against Auburn, guys, you could see the frustration on Brian Kelly's face, throwing his arms up in the air, pointing out you've got one-on-one matchups. Trust it. Throw the ball up. Jaden Daniels seems scared. Can Tennessee get after a quarterback that's a little gun-shy, put some pressure on him, put some hits on him, and in the back of his mind, he's thinking, my coach wants me to take chances, so he starts taking chances, and they don't work out, and Tennessee goes and capitalizes on it. Because Jaden Daniels is a guy that's got 6 touchdowns on the year and no interceptions. A lot of comparisons to Hendon Hooker. 8 touchdowns, no interceptions. The difference is Jaden Daniels does not push the ball down the field vertically, and if he tries to, I think Tennessee could possibly be able to take advantage of that. Something else that's interesting to me is the run game. How does Tennessee versus LSU look in the run game? Because they're very similar on paper. When you look at offensively, they both have had success running the football. Tennessee averaging 193.5 yards per game. LSU just a little bit better at 196. Now flip over to the defensive side of the ball. Rushing yards allowed. Tennessee's been very efficient at stopping the run. You can say what you want to say about getting pressure on the quarterback, getting to the quarterback with the front four. They've been very good against the run. 97.8 yards on the ground defensively. Flip over to LSU. A little bit worse, not too bad, still good. They give up 109.2 yards per game on the ground. So who can win this game on the ground between Tennessee and LSU? Can Tennessee have some success? Well, I think, again, it's going to come back to quarterback play. I think Hendon Hooker is going to need to get involved in the run game for Tennessee to have success. Unfortunately, I just don't have the confidence in Jalen Wright, Jabari Small to go out there and have success running the football against LSU. I hope they go out and prove me wrong. Hendon Hooker has 175 yards on the ground so far this year, 3 touchdowns. And then you flip over to the other side for LSU. Their leading rusher, also Jaden Daniels. So this game, as I break it down, as I discuss it, as I talked about it all week long, it continues to point back to one position, and that is the quarterback position. Hendon Hooker versus Jaden Daniels. Who's the better quarterback? I don't think anybody's going to argue. I think we would all agree that Hendon Hooker, we said it in the Wednesday night show, Hendon Hooker's not only going to be the best quarterback on the field, he is going to be the best player on the field Saturday afternoon. So can Tennessee capitalize and take advantage of that? The last key to this game for me is, can Tennessee protect the football? And again, Hendon Hooker, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions. He has proven that even though he will throw the ball down the field, he protects the football. He protects the football. But this defense, this LSU defense is aggressive. They don't just force turnovers. They will take the football away from you. They are aggressive. B.J. Ojulari is one of the best defensive linemen in the country. Already got 3.5 sacks on the year. He's got a forced fumble, and they will take the football. He single-handedly flipped that game against Auburn. Single-handedly. You know, Auburn's up 17-0. They're driving with the ball, looking to go up maybe 20, 24-0. And B.J. Ojulari goes and makes a play, forces that turnover, scoop and score, and the game momentum completely switches, and LSU comes back and gets that win against Auburn last week. Tennessee cannot allow that to happen, because that's how, if Tennessee starts fast, you let LSU crawl their way back into it. You've got to keep your foot on the gas and put away the Tigers, because they will lurk around and hang around all day if you let their defense go out there and make plays. So again, for me, quarterback play. That's the biggest key to the game. Also, who wins the ground game? Who wins the rushing game? Tennessee or LSU? Are they both going to have to get their quarterbacks involved in the running game? And then finally, Tennessee has to protect the football. Hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. What are your keys to the game? What does Tennessee need to do to come out with a win on Saturday? Don't forget to join us an hour before kickoff, and then also immediately following the game. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. A lot of you guys come in here, you're here early. As soon as the video goes up, you're in here watching it, but you don't hit the thumbs up. Is it me? Is it something I said? Is it something I did? Help out the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. You got about a week left to get the limited edition Buck Fama shirt. Then it's going to be gone forever. After the Tennessee-Alabama post-game show next week, this shirt will be coming down off the store. So get in where you fit in. Go pick one up. We've also got the other shirts as well. Talkin' Vols Elite, Mustard Theme, Talkin' Vols State Pride, all that good stuff. Go check it out. bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. That's going to do it for this one. Just one last shout-out to all the members of the channel. Appreciate you guys supporting what we do. You can also become a member. Hit that join button down below. But that is going to wrap it up. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.